You're on the vlog, say hi.
Hello.
Good morning, Team Love. How are you? It is a lovely day. Look at that sun. Oh yeah. Bright and beautiful, and I am off to ballet. It's Monday, we have Holy Shift today. Got a bunch of meetings and stuff this afternoon. This is the countdown week of leaving on Saturday. This was also a Forever 21 purchase the other day. What do you think? Oh, you're so funny. So ballet class was great. I just said to Rachel she looked lovely in ballet and that her body is looking really great. And then she said, I actually wanted to update the vlog. I'm like, okay, here you go.
I just wanted to update you guys because, as you know, I was out of town for a couple days with my family at the beach, and it was my best being out of my environment on my own superhuman self moment ever. I really just made what I needed in terms of food and fitness and exercise a priority. I sent my mom a grocery list and she got like all of my requests, which was so lovely. And I had my balls and bands with me and superhuman fitness and ankle weights. We have a house on the beach and I like Amazon delivered ankle weights, a bamboo steamer, and a ceramic knife to the house. So I just felt like I had what I needed and it felt very easy. And I woke up in the morning and I made breakfast for myself kind of while everyone else was asleep. And I really also felt, because it's vacation, everyone likes to indulge and have cookies and have dessert and have wine and all of this stuff. So the desserts and all of these things were around me the whole time, but I never felt them scream at me, and I never felt the desire to eat any of it, or like, it really just felt like, what am I choosing for myself in this moment? And each moment it was like, I'm choosing not to put sugar in my body. And oh, look who we ran into. I just get to a little video. Anyway, so it felt really, really good to just listen to my body and not have to feel like desserts have to scream at you. And it was just fun to like play around with other different like expressions of movement, just because I felt the importance of getting in my body no matter what. And like previous times I felt the feeling of like, no, I have to just do X, but I just felt like the freedom to just move however I wanted, do my thing, and then also like bring the fam in and go for a run with my sister and take a class with my mom, and it was just great. I was really excited to just feel the feeling of like, I can do me and I can support myself and I can be a superhuman no matter where I am. It doesn't have to just be in New York. So message to all of you. It was awesome. Yay!
So good. And we're back home. Lunch has been half eaten. I made the massivest bowls of salad and it's Holy Shift time. I allow myself to know I have everything I need. I allow myself to know I have everything I need. Any waves and loves and cuddly toys anyone wants to like remind themselves, and if anyone wants to remind themselves of any of your map, that was really sweet. Really sweet Holy Shift session. That was a lot.
It was a lot.
Just
it felt
did.
like 5 sessions in one.
It was a lot. It was to do with being a child and just the feeling of being alone, and then kind of when we first feel that sense of being alone, and then how we hold on to the outside world to make ourselves feel better or to feel safe, and it just looked like just this next level of being able to connect into the inner support. And also we had to go get a cuddly toy. This is Bunny, everyone. Those of you, some of you have met Bunny. He's been around for a little while. And just that feeling of the support we get from the nothingness. It's like Bunny, he doesn't really do anything, although he does everything. He's just present. What were the other parts that came up?
The 3 years ago thing. Here from 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, and it was all like through transitions, and everyone had really cool stuff going on.
That was really cool.
Aww.
Thinking back, that's when I was 5 years old.
I know, right? And crazy the like patterns we develop. Oh, right. And the like sitting still, the like being told the frustration to do with sitting still, and then how that affects now our focus and how we develop this like bully inside of us to make ourselves do things that we don't really want to do, versus cultivating the commitment and the passion that it's like if you weren't made to do things and made to sit still, but could really discover it through your own adventure, like the passion that is there for that. And that was really cool.
I just wanted to share, kind of in connection to what I was sharing before on the subway, about like commitment to myself while I was on vacation and kind of making the best decisions and choices for myself in each moment. It was really cool how it came up in Holy Shift. Sort of the like internal conflict that we've developed over like the ideas of discipline and commitment, kind of shifting that to this feeling of, rather than like strictness with myself or harshness with myself, more kind of love and passion and like excitement about why you're committing to things and choosing things for yourself. And as it relates to like superhuman fitness and making choices for like my most healthy self, it's like doing that out of that place of like love and passion and commitment, out of the joy of it, not out of the strictness or the rigidity, because when it's in the strict, rigid part, that's when then you fall off, and that's when you say, F this, and I'm gonna go back to my routines. So it was just cool. And kind of when you are in a relationship with like your partner, like someone you love, it's like people kind of commit themselves to the relationship and commit themselves to like their significant out of that feeling of love and out of that like feeling of like this is my choice to just be with you. And it's sort of that like this is my choice to just be with my body and make those decisions that best support my body. So hopefully that made sense.
Yeah, it did.
Well, another thing that came up was just sort of the feeling the support from the nothingness, and kind of just like an example here is just like Laura said, so funny, she was like, I'm sure Bunny dances when I'm not around, but for the majority of the time it's just sort of this like nothing but love experience. And I just had like a funny image of like in Toy Story when like the shop closes and all of them like party.
100%. And for me, as I told you briefly this morning, I'm going out of town that sounds so American. I'm going away. I'm going out of town.
Going on holiday.
I'm going on holiday, except it's not really holiday. I'm going on tour. On tour.
Worldwide tour.
With Eric and the Franklins for like 6 weeks, and it's not 100% sure of like...
We should hashtag like the Franklin tour.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Get ready for one big comedy show.
So, what do you need for your survival kit for this week?
Oh. Did you see? I drew the drone. It looks just like the action chip.
I thought it was the action chip.
Yeah, well, I kind of was like, maybe this is the action chip.
Are you happily sleeping?
This is me getting perfect sleep. Because I was a little bit concerned.
It does look like a very happy sleeping person. She looks
There's my airplane.
She looks like in the Titanic when she's like, Jack, paint me like one of your French girls. You see how you're sitting?
My bikinis.
Okay, cut.
It's been a really busy day. After Holy Shift, I just had lots and lots of things and meetings and chats and all kinds of stuff. and it was really good. And then Rachel gave me a session and that was awesome, and I totally passed out. So I'm like now in that dragging myself to bed phase moment. So this is just a good night, and I love you, and I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Night night. Give it a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, and